Sisu is a 2023 historical action Finnish movie written and directed by Jalmari Helander and starring Jorma Tommila and as the role of Corby. Now, the movie did come out January 27, 2023 in Finland and had a later release in the US on April 28th, 2023. And a few weeks later, it came out on video on demand. The movie runs for an hour and 31 minutes long or 91 minutes long, and it's a quick watch. Now, Sisu, basically in the Finnish concept, is described as a stoic or brave determination of grit, bravery, and resiliency and hardness. And this movie is really in your face and fun. The movie is broken down into chapters, at close to 6 chapters, with then having a final chapter. Now, the opening text confirms the term Sisu is Finnish and has no direct translation, but is essential as a force of unstoppable determination that comes out when most necessary. And then a narrator says that World War II is 3 years into the battle in 1944, and Finland has agreed to an armistice with the Soviet Union to drive troops out of their country, the German troops out of their country. And the Nazis have begun to employ a scorched earth kind of tactic, destroying towns, roads, bridges, and capturing people and just holding people. Now, we start off with chapter 1, titled The Gold, which is based in Lapland, Finland, and it's really focused on Atami Korpi, who is with his little dog. He has a horse as well, and during the day and the night, he is just mining for gold. Just keeps mining and mining for gold. And as while the war around him is happening, he goes on a mountaintop. He sees the fires burning the towns down, and he managed to find a plentiful stash of gold deposit in the dirt, and it's just the illumination of the gold on his face is absolutely fantastic and brilliant, and it causes him to cheer, and he gathers his gold and starts to make his way to the nearest bank, which is really far away. We then go into chapter 2, the Nazis. A Nazi platoon led by Bruno Heldorf makes his way through the land. He runs into Korpi. They let him go, and they're going to shoot Korpi, but Heldorf is like, no, he'll meet his fate down the road. Well, the other Nazis, who are more brutal in a way, kind of get a hold of Korpi's gold, and he just braids them and kills the shit out of them. You want to talk about Nazis getting chopped up and just manhandled? Oh my god, Korpi does that, and it's absolutely crazy. Heldorf then comes back, sees what's happening, and kind of follows Korpi, and then this leads into the next chapter, the minefield. Heldorf and the Nazis find Atami and corner him, and evidently they do this, and this whole sequence and events of the minefield is absolutely crazy and brutal. When a mine goes off, bodies just explode in your face, and it's great. I mean, the action is over the top and fun, but it's absolutely mind-blowing of how the mentality is of Korpi and what he is doing. Still don't know the story. Now, I do want to say that this is chapter 3, and we're only 30 minutes into the movie. We see that, that the Nazis are holding a few women hostage, and in this next chapter 4, called The Legend, as the Nazis proceed to move forward, we find that Heldorf talks to one of his mates that found Atami's dog tags, and it has just a number on it. And who knows and what the history of, for Korpi is. And we see that his history of serving in the Winter War, and basically he lost his family to the Russians, he lost everything, and since has earned a reputation for being a ruthless killing machine who goes on doing what he wants. No one can control him, and he just wants to, just kill. Or, they have a name for him. They call him the Immortal, because you keep killing him, he just keeps coming back, and it's absolutely crazy. Heldorf intends to get the gold and wants it for himself, but his second right hand wants to say, we have to turn back and go back to Norway. And Heldorf is like, no, the war is almost over. We're losing. We need that gold. So Corpy kind of runs and hides until the Nazis convoy find him, and there's an underwater sequence that happens, which is just absolutely crazy and mind-blowing as well. The action sequences are in your face and just fun. And then we lead into the fifth chapter, Scorched Earth. Corpy comes upon a devastated town by the Nazi tactics, as I mentioned, and he finds an abandoned gas station where Heldorf sends his dog, and then he has a flare bomb attached to the dog, and then he sees that, and they kind of capture him. They kind of hang him, and then he does something so crazy and so intense in order to relieve the pressure off of his neck with the noose around it. And it's just so brutal, it makes you cringe. It made me cringe, and I didn't expect it. The following morning, a pair of German pilots come to get fuel at the abandoned gas station, and then that leads to the events of Chapter 6. Kill them all. That's pretty simple and straightforward. We see Corpy or Tommy, catches up with the convoy and that's heading toward Norway to their escape with the gold. He kind of makes his way into the back of one of the trucks, gives and arms the hostages that are the women the guns, and they just start blasting the Nazis. They help him do his thing. And the whole aspect of there is an airplane sequence where he fights Heldorf in the plane, and it's just craziness happening, and Heldorf doesn't even know what the hell to do. You keep beating him, and then he's on the plane, but then the pilot got shot. Something happens, and it's like, how did he survive that? It's absolutely insane. I'm laughing because just seeing the images of this movie is like, there's no way one man, this one killing machine, the immortal, can do all of this. It's absolutely crazy. And basically the final chapter is kind of, Corpy kind of rides to Helsinki, goes into a bank, dumps the gold nuggets on the desk, and, he finally speaks. At the end of this movie, he finally speaks, and everyone just stares at him, and then the title screen comes up and says Sisu. I need to catch my breath with this review, but this movie was absolutely fun from beginning to end. It's something that I didn't expect. It did get a lot of marketing forwardness during and before it came out in American theaters. And the reason I say that is because I saw the trailers and I was like, holy shit, what the hell is happening? This was a fun movie from start to finish. It's a quick watch. It's 91 minutes long. The story is simple and straightforward. It's broken down into 6 chapters, and then they have a final chapter. Each chapter is 10 minutes long, but the action sequences are what push it along. And it's just brutal in your face. Some shocking moment, some what the F moments. Who is this guy, Corpy, Tommy Corpy? Knowing that he was a Finnish commander, lost everything, and became a one-man killing machine. By having a record, or it's been confirmed, 300 kills of Russians during the Winter War. And then kind of one of the women hostages kind of know the legend of him, and and the brutal aspect of him just coming back and back for what he wants, because he wants what he wants. It's just absolutely crazy. He does have his wedding ring on. He keeps it, and he does touch it and twirl it a little bit from time to time just to get that full face. But it's crazy. It's like a modern day Rambo meets John Wick meets Indiana Jones in a way versus the Nazis. Any movie that is over the top and you see someone killing Nazis is always fun. There were times where please don't kill the dog, please don't kill the dog. But no, I want to say Jorma Tommila was really, really good. And writer-director Jalmari Helander is really great. The aspect of how the cinematography was done was really good. The aspect of the landscape and then the special effects were really good. There were some choppy parts, but they were so well done that your focus is so on the story that you really don't really pay attention to certain things that are happening. But it's just a fantastic movie from start to finish. I didn't know what to expect when going into this. I mean, the trailers did kind of give some things away, but not the whole scope of what is actually happening and in your face. Like, it's just wow. Like certain things, like okay, you could do certain, like kill him now, but no, it's mind-blowingly fun. You want to pass the time. You want to watch an action-packed movie that you've never seen, or that you don't want to, that you want to watch a movie that doesn't take itself too seriously, because I enjoy movies like that. I enjoy movies that are filled with action, don't take themselves too seriously, and it's just fun, entertaining. This is that movie. For me, Sisu gets 5 out of 5 stars. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about Sisu. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the chapter breaks? Did you like them? What was your favorite chapter? What did you like the movie as a whole? And what scene was your favorite scene? What was your least favorite scene? And is this a fun movie that you've watched in a long, long time? And what did you like about it, and what did you like about it? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked about Sisu, and also let me know what rating you would give this movie, and be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new movie reviews on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video, and thank you for tuning in.